Hi, everybody. This is Patti Negri. Welcome to the witching hour. Yes, that hour of the day when the veil is thin and magic happens. Whatever hour it happens to be that you are tuning into this podcast. I have some really fun, kind of spooky magic for you today. I have you with us, paranormal investigator, member of TAPS West Coast, Lauren Parker. So thank you so much, Lauren, for coming on.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
We have met just a couple times. We were talking about it. I think the first time I met you was at Scare LA or one of those horror conventions. And I think I moderated a panel with you, with Corey, with the whole TAPS West Coast team. And that's where we met.
I think so, yeah.
And then you also said you came to a seance we did maybe at Cell Store or something. So
we did, yeah.
So we're old friends. We've known each other forever. So for people who don't know, so how did you get into this paranormal world of ours?
Well, kind of by accident. The paranormal kind of chose me. I didn't choose the paranormal. So I moved into my home in 2009 and right away started experiencing just all kinds of activity and ended up having TAPS West Coast come and do an investigation at my home, and they found so much evidence. They, decided to come back again and bring more equipment and more team members, and they found out that I was a historian, and they needed a team historian, and the rest is history.
Wow, that is cool.
Yeah.
So do you still have spirits in your house?
I do. Yeah, they kind of stick around.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't really know who they are or why they're here, but they seem to be friendly enough, and I'm still here, so.
Right. That's my thought pattern. I have a spirit who lives here and some that come and go, but so long as they're good, they could be mischievous, but so long as they're good and they don't drain your energy or they don't mess up anything in your life.
No.
They're fun to have around, kind of like a dog or a cat or a ghost.
Sure.
So
they're a lot quieter than my children most times, so it's okay.
So you are a basic Southern California girl like I am. You kind of live out in the valley, and where I even want to go, which I wasn't going to go first, but I'm so intrigued by it because I'm intrigued by this place. You live out near Magic Mountain, right? Santa Clarita. Yes. And talking about haunted, that place has always felt weird to me. And it wasn't just the roller coasters. I've been going there since I was a kid. So what is behind Magic Mountain?
So, the locals here in Santa Clarita, I remember when, we were in junior high and high school, would always talk about, ooh, Magic Mountain was haunted, or the Magic Mountain was cursed. And you always sort of chalked it off as urban legend or just one of those tales in the valley, because we were bored kids. There wasn't much out here except Magic Mountain then. And but come to find out, there is a tad bit of truth to that. Oh, and I have a ferret walking into my living room right now.
Yay! Living?
Maybe the ferret can just join.
Sure.
I don't know. Well, hopefully she's okay. Anyway, sorry about that. No. So we sort of chalked it up to being like a local legend, and come to find out, as I did a little more research, Magic Mountain is actually built on what we later discovered when they were building the 126. They were doing some work on the 126, that they found a pretty significant Native American burial site. And long story short, through sort of a loophole, they just kind of kept building. And we've had lots of reports of some strange stuff going on around there.
That's fascinating. I wonder, has anybody gone to, like, if there's strange stuff going on that's negative or negatively affecting, has anybody ever tried to appease the spirits?
I don't know. I had my old neighbor used to work there, and she worked nights, so none of the guests were there. So she was like the cleanup crew overnight, and she said there was just some crazy things that went on. She saw, mops and brooms that would just kind of move by themselves, all the way up to full-bodied apparitions. she kind of got freaked out. I had actually an employee of mine a couple of years ago told me that when she was a kid, there used to be a little, like a horseback riding ranch in the wash there near Magic Mountain. And she said she and her family had rented a couple of the horses when they were kids, and her horse takes off full speed down the wash, and she's, maybe 12 years old, just hanging on for dear life as the horse is galloping full speed. And she said all of a sudden from out of the bushes comes this tall man in full headdress. And he just stepped out and does one of these, and the horse whoa. She was able to get him back under control and turned around and headed back towards the barn. And she turned around and looked, and he was gone.
Wow. Ooh, goosebumps. I love that. I love those stories. I must say, in that general vicinity, I have done quite a few clearing myself. So I think the land there may be, I mean, where we live, it was Native American Indian land. So
Sure.
Almost anywhere you go, it had that. But a couple cases that have been like unsolvable.
Really?
Many people have gone out and just can't quite figure it all out, are right there.
Really? I didn't know that. I mean, there is a lot of history here, but that's funny that you say that. It's interesting.
Yeah. One is a mobile home. I can't go into who and what, but everybody from Barry Taft, everybody has gone out there and trying to figure out what's what.
I know the place.
Yeah, you probably have gone out there too. It's like
all the locals know the mobile home part.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but that's one of many. Other ones, get cleared, get this or that, but it just seems to be an active area. A lot of land there. So do you work a lot with taps? Do you get out there a lot? Have you noticed things picking up in this last couple of years of activity, or?
Unfortunately, we haven't done a ton of investigations lately because of COVID. So we're just kind of coming out of that, but obviously that put a big stop to like the private home investigations, and, businesses were shut down. So it kind of stinks. We've done a couple of little private investigations just kind of on our own to get our little paranormal fix in the meantime, but we're kind of gearing back up now, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, so. The whole world is kind of gearing back up now. That's because we all
going through my ghosty withdrawals. So.
Yeah, the whole world was. Go back. I'm doing Paracons, just like people to breathe again. Well, I've sat home for 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So unfortunately, nothing too exciting during that time. But we all got together, just a few of us, and did a local cemetery out here where some of the members of St. Francis the victim of St. Francis Dam are buried. And we did Mentryville, which is an old oil town here in town. So yeah, we try to just at least kind of do local stuff every once in a while, just to stay up on our game.
So St. Francis Dam, that is the sister to the Lake Hollywood Reservoir, right? That broke?
Correct.
I live directly under that. Directly under. We always say, they always say if it broke, it's flooded all the way to Melrose, which is several miles down the hill from us. But did you guys get anything there? Did you notice anything? As soon as you said that, that's so intriguing. Being as I live under its twin sister.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. That's bad juju. Yeah, we always find that that's a really active area. And understandably so. It just was such a horrible tragedy, and I feel like a lot of those victims just really sort of didn't get, not the recognition, but they were just basically kind of wiped off the face of the earth. And I mean, we'll probably never know all of the victims. A lot of them were migrant workers and undocumented, and there was nobody to even claim them because their whole family was wiped out. So if anybody was gonna get loud in the paranormal world, I feel like it would probably be them for sure.
So So for the people who don't know, there's two, and they were built in the 1920s, somewhere in the 1920s, big, beautiful dams and state of the art of the time, built by William Mulholland, both of them, right?
Yep.
And that one broke. That one broke, killing everything in its wake. And so then we sit in the middle of Hollywood under the other one, and they decided, true or not, that it wasn't a structural thing, is not the reason that the other one broke. But it is amazing how much they are up at my dam testing.
Yeah,
doing
well, they actually
testing. Like, has the dam moved any a little bit? Don't know.
Right. Well, shortly after, because the St. Francis Dam and the Mulholland Dam, and they changed the name to Hollywood Dam because obviously after St. Francis broke, the name Mulholland was not, you didn't really want to be downstream of anything he built to that. But it was identical to the St. Francis, and they actually ended up covering it up with a lot of earth and planting trees just so that that facade was no longer there.
Yeah that's what. And they lower, because it is now, they filled it up. It's a hill covering where you usually see the deep dam, like other dams. It's
Correct.
all been filled up, beautifully landscaped with pine trees, and it's gorgeous. And I go there every single day of my life, pretty much, that I am in town, and it really is my sanctuary. But you do see how often they are there testing. They did lower the water a bit. It's like, oh no, it's safe, but we just want to make sure it didn't since last week.
Yeah, we've heard that before.
Like, I could have waterfront property or underwater property. Well,
very true. Yes.
So, what are some of your most fun stories or scary stories or whatever of some of the investigations you've done with TAPS? I mean, TAPS is so famous, both from the TV show, the East Coast TAPS, and everything. But you guys have such a great name for yourself.
Yeah. It's so great. My team, I've been 12 years now, I think, and it's just flown by. We really are like a family. They're so much fun. I guess one of my favorites, I always liked doing the Titanic exhibits. We've done that a couple of times. Winchester, love it. It's one of my favorite places. I know that's so cliche, but it is. I love it. And I just think it's beautiful, the architecture. My favorite, though, are probably the private residences, just because that kind of resonates with me, given my situation. And I really like being able to sort of hopefully give answers to people that are, quite frankly, probably thinking they're going nuts like I was. So yeah, I guess my favorite is the private homes that we do. We've had some good ones. I think probably the scariest for me, if I'm being honest, is my own home, because I live here. You don't get to
go
close
home,
the door and walk away. Yeah, exactly. I live it, and it's always the unknown. And at first it was really scary. My kids were seeing things too. And I feel like the vibe at first was definitely very, very different. What caused that to change, I don't know, but there were definitely a couple of years there where it was pretty unnerving.
So what kind of stuff goes on, or used to go on? What goes on?
Used to go on all the time were just these horrible bangs. I mean, it literally upstairs would sound like someone had just thrown a table full of plates on the ground, and it would literally cause the floor to shake and the lights to flicker, and there'd be nothing. The constant knocking on the door and ringing the doorbell. That just happened last week. I had a friend here, and he went outside to go check, and I'm just sitting there going, there's nothing there. And he goes outside and looks, and he's like, there's nobody here. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I told you it happens all the time. And but we'd have, the jiggling door handles on the bedrooms a lot. We had constant just stomping up and down. We have hardwood floors. And it sounded like big, heavy boots just constantly up and down and up and down and up and down and in the hallway at all hours of the night. My daughter was seeing stuff. She was maybe 2, I mean, barely, hardly talking. And she was saying she saw a baby with owies on her face. Learned a little lullaby from her.
Oh, wow.
My son he said the man with smoky feet under his door, and he drew me a picture, and I'll have to give you the picture when we get off.
I would love to see it. I want to go there. You haven't figured out who or
Come
what.
on over.
Yeah.
Come on over.
You haven't figured out who or what. We should at least figure out who or what.
I would love that. I mean, we've had, gosh, we just got so desperate when we moved in because it was so crazy. I mean, we had called in to have the house cleansed. We had it saged. We had a shaman come in. Just anything and everything you could think of. We were like, just please try something. And I really, truly considered moving for a while. And fortunately, we had just bought the place. We were newlyweds with a brand new baby at the time. And, what could we do? So it was scary though. It got to the point where it was like, are we going to be able to kind of ride this out or figure this out? Or are we going to have to just kind of cut our losses and go?
Right. But I think pretty much every place is clearable if you want it. Again, I like happy go. So you're a paranormal person. I'm a paranormal person, but not, again, anything that scares children or takes away your energy. Right. But yeah, I'll gladly come out and give you all my techniques, which are pretty powerful, of how to do it yourself stuff to take care of things. And then you just keep the ghost that you want, not because kids always see it's people. It's like, because it hasn't got taught out of them yet, is what I always say. It's like, yep. I was seeing spirits since I was a kid, and most people, you're mad, or that's just not necessarily. So
no, I used to kind of, I still to this day sounds so crazy because I live in a haunted house and I'm on a paranormal team, but I'll tell you, I'm still a big skeptic. I want to see it, hear it, touch it, but there are just things that I can't explain that, and I've started now, you hear certain things enough as you go to homes and deal with this kind of thing, that the kids always seem to have seen something, always. And now I kind of go, are those imaginary friends your kids have really imaginary? Probably not, So I tell people now, listen to your kids when they're saying that they have their friends or they're seeing something, listen to them, ask questions, because it's probably valid.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. That is, so yeah, you just keep them in check. Again, I firmly believe this is our realm of existence.
Yep.
They have to play by our rules. People just don't know that, so they give the power over to them. So you take it back, and they live within your boundaries and things, and you can do that. I'm not going to kind of get all psychic here or anything, but do you have a roundish shaped mirror somewhere in your house that's what feels active?
Not round. No. I'm trying to think if we had one when we moved in. Because we bought from the original owner. He was 95 years old, and his wife actually passed in our home. That was part of the reason why he was selling, because it was just him. But a lot of the furniture he actually had originally left. I don't remember if he had left a mirror or not. I know he'd left
oblong, not round. I'm just seeing not even real big.
You know what? I actually do have one in the downstairs bathroom. Yes.
That's active.
Oh, okay.
Have you had stuff happen down there in that downstairs bathroom area?
Sometimes, yes. We don't use that bathroom very often because it's like the half bath, and all of the bedrooms in my home are upstairs. So maybe that's kind of where stuff congregates, because we don't disturb them so much.
Exactly. That will do it. I think that will do it. Not a lot of life force there to keep it in check. There's a lot of water to feed it. There's mirrors, and I just saw it, not overly large, rounded, like oblong mirror that felt really active to me. So.
Okay. You know what? I think we actually got that mirror at an antique store. Now that you think about it, now that I think about it, so I wonder if there might have been something that maybe hitched a ride to the house.
Right. And you could easily close it down if you want to. Again, direct who or what gets to come through here.
Okay.
And I could tell you how to do. I would draw a helmet on the back, or is that your ferret?
A little visitor that was at my feet. So sorry.
That is the cutest thing I've ever seen. And I know that not most people aren't visual right now, but if anybody is visual, that is the cutest little face. It's all black and white face.
Yes, we rescued this little girl 2 days ago, so we're looking for a sanctuary for her. So hopefully soon. But in the meantime, my kids have fallen in love with her and named her Princess Leia. So
maybe you're the sanctuary she was looking for all along.
Probably. I don't know. It'll probably end up that way because I'm a sucker. So
yeah, no, that's cute. I don't think I've ever seen a real ferret.
Oh, shoot. Well, see, you just have to come by and you can.
I will have to talk to your ghost, talk to your ferret.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she clearly wanted to be on camera. She has dreams of ferret stardom. So
LA, babe. Everybody does. She's got a nice face, though. That counts.
I know she's so sweet. Anyway, sorry.
No, this was great. This was good. I just hear my Willow upstairs, and I didn't get the joy of seeing her. She just took up barking, as she does. Okay, so one thing I do hear about you is that you are friends with Rikki from Poison, and you guys go legend tripping.
We do. So he is such a blast. Rikki Rocket, he's the drummer from the band Poison, and he has a channel called Legend Tripping, where basically he answers questions. He investigates urban legends. It is such a blast. We have so much fun. He really knows his stuff. We've been so many places now. We've investigated the Billy Whack Dairy, found a voodoo witch hunt. We've looked at St. Francis Dam. Just go check out his channel, subscribe. It's amazing. You'll love it. His content is awesome. It's something like you've never seen before. So check it out. He's great. Rikki Rocket's Legend Tripping.
Okay, we will do that. I went to our show. My husband is a drummer, Carrie Crutchfield, but we produced the Hollywood Drum Show for the past 20 years.
Oh, nice.
Except for the last 2 years. But pretty much everybody comes. He's probably been there. So he can come Legend Trip at our drum show next time.
There you go.
So you guys check it out. Legend Tripping with Rikki Rocket and Lauren Parker. Well, we're getting into holiday season. We're around and near probably when this airs just past Halloween. Any special plans for the season or anything that you did for this?
We're just doing, I think, the kid thing this year, and probably going to do hopefully a couple of panels here before the end of the year. That would be nice. Get back out there and do. I definitely want to do at least a local investigation. Working on a new pilot with someone, a paranormal true crime thing. So we're trying to get that off the ground.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going pretty well so far. So
paranormal and true crime, the two most hottest things out there.
Yeah. So it's really interesting. So we started with a cold case that actually has, we thought it would be sort of just an open and shut, easy first episode for us, and it's turned into something really pretty cool. So
yay. Well, I wish you the best with it.
Well, thank you
so before we go, tell people how they can get a hold of you, how they can follow you, even I don't know if Taps West Coast, if they think they have a haunted house and they need you to come out.
Absolutely.
Or just a ferret kissing them. They might that.
Yes, her cameo. You can always contact our team, Taps West Coast. We have a website. You can contact us through the website. We do not charge for our services ever. If you're having an issue, even if we can't help you, we will direct you to hopefully someone who can. But we definitely will always do what we can to help. And just if you Google Taps West Coast, our website will pop right up, and you can contact us through there. And we'd love to help you if we can.
Cool. All right. And for you, if people want to follow you or find you.
Yeah, I'm on all the social media stuff too. Lauren Parker, look me up. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, look her up, like her, follow her, because that's what we do in this world of 2022.
Exactly.
So anyway, this is awesome. It is so great talking to you one-on-one versus a panel or talking to the dead. I really, really hold open, come out and feel out your house once we get through the once we get through the holidays, at least figure out who you live with.
Sorry? Yes,
At least
exactly.
figure
Yeah, that would be great because it's been 12 years now, so it's about time. I'd like to figure out who my invisible roommates are.
Okay, sounds good. Anyway, thank you, paranormal investigator, magical girl all around, ferret mom, and on human livings too.
Yes.
And member of TAPS West Coast, which we all know. Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you so much. It was so good to see you again.
You too. Thank you.